I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
Callum.
Callum, where are you from?
Kilkenny, Ireland.
Ireland. First time here?
No, sixth time here.
Sixth
time.
Why do you come back all the time?
So, why do I come back? I suppose the presence of the first time I was out here, what got me, I wasn't really interested in what Medjugorje was about or anything. I was wrapped up in addiction at the time and a lot of hurt and pain going on in my life. But it was the peace that drew me the first time. Really caught my eye, peace and the presence of Our Lady that I know today. I didn't know it at the time, but yeah, she really had her arms wrapped around me and that tightness, that peace that I got over here, away from home and everything. But yeah, it's the peace that I love the most, and the learning, I suppose, meeting the people and the graces I've been given over the last few months, last 2 or 3 visits here.
Why? What happened?
Just putting in by people that, I don't want to mention names or anything, but I came out last October with a group. A few of them in recovery, a few of them searching, and a few of them still on the seesaw kind of a thing. And it was the most powerful week in my life. I'm in recovery myself, and just to get to spend it with those fellas and. So Father John Egan was with us. We had a healing ceremony, and it really opened me up that day. That going down and all that sort of stuff, and just feeling the Lord's presence. It's the first time I was really open to it and not minding about what other people kind of thought. It's just been special, and I've been gifted with so many graces since that time.
You always have been Catholic, by the way?
Always have been Catholic. But didn't want other people to know that I was always Catholic. I only shared about it today. From what I can remember, was my first Holy Communion, the rosary beads that I got on the cake. They're still in the family somewhere. I don't know exactly where they are, but I'd never had an issue going to Mass or anything. It's just when I grew up and I mentioned addiction and all that sort of thing came into my life, and my pride and ego took over.
I know about this too.
Yeah, I won't say what I thought of priests, but what was going on back in Ireland and all at the time, and that was my thinking of it all. But I just wanted to look cool in front of all the lads, So I hid it, but he was always there. He was always in my heart. I had 4 or 5 different sorts of candles lighting in my life, peace, love, all this sort of things. I blew all them out. But one thing I always kept was hope. And I believe today the Lord kept it for me for a reason, kept that candle lighting, and with that candle he was able to go back around and light up peace and love and strength and guidance and all this sort of stuff in my life,
Can it be that your grandmother prayed for you?
Which?
You had a very faithful grandmother?
Very faithful grandmother, yeah. Great grandmother actually, yeah. Mary would have been her name, and Our Lady was her favourite, every time I mention Our Lady or hear of her, that's who it reminds me of, my great grandmother Mary Hogan, yeah. So,
I think the prayers of these ancestors, if I look at my life, both grandmothers prayed the rosary a lot for their grandchildren.
Really, yeah. So they're always the thing in Ireland to kind of, the junior sorts or any sort of thing, you'll always ask the granny to light a candle for you.
And the circle closes because our region was evangelized by a monk called Saint Kilian from Ireland.
That's right.
Franconia. That's where I'm from. They're all because of him, like Catholics. And look, and we meet in Medjugorje again. No, is that funny? And so you pray the rosary now?
I would. I was only praying it once a day. I came in contact with a woman over here last time, Aisling Keeley, she's from Kilkenny, she runs a prayer group, and I heard her talking about it one night in the prayer meeting.
What a lovely lady, no?
Yeah,
Powerful.
yeah. Oh, she was talking about praying to try getting it 3 or 4 times a day, and I've been doing that regularly since that day. I'm living with Father Michael at the minute over here for the next 5.5 months. So 7 o'clock every morning we're praying it up there anyway. That's my first one, and usually I get a time to myself where I'm out walking, and I'll just take out the rosary beads and do my own one in my head walking along, and then I'll hopefully try to get another one with a group that evening. This is just out here, I was practicing it back at home, going into a church and sitting down, but it's a really special prayer for me at the minute,
And the confession as well?
Confession, yeah. Look, I'm not going to stand there and tell you I'm a saint with it, but it's starting to happen for me now, that confession,
What is the effect for you?
The which?
The effect
of confession.
When you leave confession, how do you feel?
Oh, brilliant! Being able to get that's stuff that has been holding back for a long time off my chest. I first came into Contacts Alcoholics Anonymous was my thing. And step 4 and 5 is doing a personal inventory and sharing it with another person, my sponsor. And that was my first kind of confession since a young child. But that took off, and I went down to Mount Mellery and I got to do another one down there back in Ireland, and since out here. But the gift of living with Father Michael, it's anything, and a few things. Brilliant, yeah. We had a healing couple of prayers after lunch today. Father Brendan Walsh was there, and a few things came up about that I might need to maybe go to confession about. So things that I didn't know, so yeah, they'll be definitely on the list for me to get to confession now, and on a regular basis try to get to it once a month hopefully, and it's going to be part of
the journey here.
Yeah, for sure.
We should do at the end an interview as well,
Yeah.
The light already goes on. You see, that's your destiny. Light goes on.
Yeah.
All of our people who are here, the light goes on. Jesus goes on. And what would you tell people? What's so special about Medjugorje?
Yeah, as I say, it's the presence of Our Lady for sure. I haven't seen her. I probably won't ever see her, but I feel her for definite. And just being able to say that, from being in Medjugorje and meeting the people I've met along my journey, that's what it's all about for me. I've been so open to this. I've hid from it for so long. Well, I'm not going to say I was in my faith, but it was there somewhere, as I've said. But just coming out here has given me the gift of opening up, and letting it flow out of me,
let the pain go,
That's it, the pain, but it's the daily things, and just feeling that, being able to get down and say a prayer just straight away in the morning, it's a big part of my day.
And it helps you a lot, like praying.
For sure, yeah, for sure. As I mentioned, I'm in recovery, and it's a big part of it, and I was kind of afraid to talk about that, saying meetings and everything. Again, I didn't want people.
Powerful.
Yeah, but
friend of mine went, he said it's like powerful.
Without a doubt, it's the biggest part of my recovery for today. Anyway,
to share,
To share, yeah. But prayer is just amazing, man. It really is. For a chap that was drinking and taking cocaine 7 days a week, to praying 7 or 8 times a day, it's amazing.
You changed spiritus for spirit.
For sure. I truly believe, God was watching over me all that time, and
I'm so convinced your grandparents,
Without a doubt, yeah.
All
He needed me
mentioned.
to. Yeah.
They are, they're just next door. I think they're. I just thought about it today. They're very close to us.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Help us. You can ask them, then help on the journey.
Yeah.
You have a favorite spot here in Medjugorje so far?
Blue Cross has been my favourite since last October, yeah.
Why there?
I just feel, when I go up there I put my hand on the Blue Cross. And why, I don't know why I was drawn to it first. I heard the story about Darren. You might know Darren out here. I know for anyone that doesn't know him,
another great guy.
I recommend you to watch the video. Amazing, what a miracle, but I just get a great warm feeling in my heart when I put my hand on that cross, that Blue Cross, Yeah, so I make it my business to go to both of them when I'm up there. And yeah, it's just that warm feeling I get in my heart when I'm there. I had a special moment with a chap last year up at that cross. Jack was his name. Our leader Joe brought a group of us out, as I mentioned already, and Jack was a part of the group. And I got to spend time with Satan and Jack, and I got to spend time with God and Our Lady and Jack, and I remember him up at that Blue Cross, and I could really see the peace in him there and then. He went home, we all went home, he had his bad patch when he got back, and he ended up dying then that following January, which is just a special memories up there, Jack, Darren, a few other things, I could probably stay here talking about the Blue Cross all night, but it's just that warm feeling I get in my heart when I'm standing up there,
Peace, the warm feeling.
Very peaceful, yeah. Very peaceful.
Could recommend it too. It's beautiful.
Recommend it, yeah.
And your vision on your Catholic faith changed when you were here in Medjugorje?
Say that again, sorry.
Like your faith changed here?
For sure, yeah. For sure.
Became more alive? Or?
Yeah, as I say, it was that pride and ego that I had. God for sure hates pride and ego, But being out here, he gave me that openness to let it pour out of me, you know. Now I've no issues. I know I'm not at home, but I have been home. You know, I've no issues about going into a church today. And you know, I was a regular mass goer when I got back. Since the last 19-20 months, and I thank AA for that today as well, because that's where I found God again. You know, through that room, they class it as a higher power, and that's okay. But the higher power to me and my God is God. It's
God
Jesus.
Father,
You know,
Jesus,
without a doubt, Abba Father. You know.
And what is the beauty of him, of God? Can you describe it a little bit?
The freedom, you know, and all my worries and fears and everything, he has them today, you know. And without him, I'm broke.
Me too.
He strengthens
Don't
me,
worry
you
about
know,
it.
for sure. Yeah, I would not have been able to say this. Satan, I was dancing with Satan for a long time, you know. And God was there, and I probably needed to do that. It was probably part of, you know, why I'm here today and everything. But for sure, God has me hands, and He's dancing with me now, and I hope
the dance is more beautiful.
Yeah, oh, for sure, for sure. You know, you wouldn't see me smiling like this 19 months ago, and that's for sure. Like, you know, so yeah, I definitely recommend Medjugorje for anyone listening that hasn't been here. Get over here. I'll help you book a ticket if I can. Amazing grace is over here, you know, and anywhere, but it's hard back at home. I understand that, you know. The minute faith in Ireland is gone, it's on the rise again, I hope. But yeah, just especially to the young people, get out here. We need you, like, you know. Sure, we need a new building. God needs us all, and He needs His army back for the fight that's going on in the world at the minute, you know.
Yeah, especially for us, man. We need a cause to live. You know?
Without a doubt.
And there are a lot of causes. Fighting for Our Lady, for example.
Yeah,
that's a noble cause.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that beautiful interview.
Thank you, Tom.